Looking at that relationship of OT to IT is another key element within cyber and within security. Every company is worried about the risk of cyber, and the OT systems are even more critical than your internal business systems. And so, understanding the importance of the OT data and the need for a cyber approach to it is going to be crucial to be able to actually deploy these types of data systems. You've got to be able to have a risk management approach. You got to be able to have a management of that data, and you need to understand the importance of threats, of outages, of disruptions to the supply chain, really any element across that ecosystem. The way Fujitsu's done this with a number of companies is looking at what is the supply chain model? Are they looking at the different assets across their operational technology platform? Are they managing them and identifying vulnerabilities? Are they looking for savings? Are they looking for prevention and protection? One of the other customers we looked at was a significant cost savings in their wastewater management. There's elements to think in terms of the cost savings of the type of management, the type of resiliency or the reactiveness when there is an incident. And that is going to be crucial to making sure that all of those data capturing, data management, and data actions can be properly deployed. And we use this through another partner of ours called ServiceNow. ServiceNow has the ability to then do the discovery and find those assets, much like the IT teams would go out and discover all the endpoints, all the devices, all the connections. An OT Discover replicates that. Once you have all of those assets in that common database, then you can manage for them. You can visualize where they are, you can visualize where the statuses are, and then make sure that you've got the support so that after it's started, you have that maintained. You've got the flexibility to evolve that. And potentially, as you move this from a line to a facility, to a region, to an enterprise, you've got that scalability. When we think about going through this evolutionary journey of OT, people don't just, jump right into running the project. And similarly to when I discussed on the predictive maintenance, this is a phased approach. You got to be able to understand what are your risk profiles? What are your assets? What are your procedures? What are your compliance requirements? Go through that segmentation, go through that visibility and that awareness. And then again, deploy it in a focused approach. Start small, scale up, and then allow you to have a partner who can manage the service of that 24/7, is there to react and respond, and more importantly, proactively advise on the approaches. And each one of these phases they don't have to be in series. They can take place simultaneously until you get to that final decision point.
This has been quite a journey around the digital transformation house. So, how do companies put these ideas into practice for their own factories?
It's a great point, Jeff, because as I've said a couple of times, nobody can jump into the deep end of the pool and start off. So you really have to begin with discovery. Without knowing what your objectives are, what your business process is, what are your measurables, what is the expertise that your company already possesses, and what have been some of the challenges, you'll have no way to be able to achieve the end state. So we look at that current state through the discovery interviews. We work with your team to create that gap analysis, building the technology requirements, the organization requirements, the process requirements, and really look at what is the business designed to do. And collectively, we create a roadmap. We look at a North Star that you want to get to. What are the abilities to enhance engineering, quality, manufacturing, operations? And in that final report, then that's the actions that you can take moving forward. Fujitsu uses a term called wayfinding, and wayfinding really is knowing where you're going based on where you've been. In that discovery phase, we'll have interviews with key individuals within your operation. We'll look at key data, cleanse it, merge it, align it. And then from that, we provide you with that planning approach. So you can look at your capability, you can look at guidance from other like companies that we've supported, examples of what you've done in the past, and really create that true roadmap as you move forward with your digital vision in mind.
Thanks so much, Larry. Now let's open it up for questions. Please use your chat to type your questions to Larry.